Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome to Bima's Crafty Corner. I am Bima, better known as Els. And today we're going to be doing this. Now, I know it's very basic, but that's what we're doing. We're going back to basics. So what this is it's a pocket that goes on your journal. And you can use this a couple of different ways. You can put it over here and have a big pocket and a big pocket. You could put it on the edge and have a pocket and a pocket. Or you could put it around a page, and you could have a pocket on this side and a pocket on this side. Now, this is great if you have single-sided paper. If you have double-sided paper, then this is a good option. So back to basics, guys. I'm trying to go back to basics. What are the basics? And the basics are whatever's easy and works. So this has no real set measurement other than the width, but we're going to go ahead and make it. So I'm going to get out a list of supplies and all the stuff that we, all the stuff we need. And I'll be right back. Okay, so supplies. This one is totally optional. Quarter rounder. If you don't want to round your corners, don't round your corners. Ink and a dauber. Glue. Glue, not tape. Why? Tape doesn't dry. So if you put it on there and then you put something into it, ta-da! You can get stuff stuck. Something to cut a notch if you want to put finger notches in it. And normally I would have a scoreboard, but today we're not going to use a scoreboard. We're going to use our trimmer. I'm going to show you how to use a trimmer as a scoreboard. And so some scoring tools, paper trimmer, and then you want your paper that you're going to use for this. Now, because we're doing one, since there's a couple of different ways to use this, I have a sheet of double-sided paper and I have a sheet of single-sided paper. So we're going to do two of them, one that you can wrap around the page and one that you can put on the page. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the easy part, okay? What we want to determine is the length of our book, our length of our page. So if this is our page, we want to know what that length is. So we'll measure it. For this one, it's 8.5. So if my pages are 8.5 inches tall, then I want to cut my paper to be 8.5 inches tall by 6 inches wide. All right. So we're going to start with this one. I'm going to take this piece off the top. All right. Now, my height, if my paper is directional, that's the direction that I need to be that 6 inches wide, okay? And then 8.5. So let's go ahead and open this up and let's put our paper at 8.5. I'm okay with that. We'll take that part off. That's our first piece. And then because we're going to be doing this with a double-sided piece, we're going to do this as well. Again, this is directional, so I'm going to make sure that I make it 6 inches. And then again, 8.5, because I want this to be the height of my page. Okay? So that's our paper. Now I'm going to show you how to score. Let me close this up, and I'll show you what we're going to do for scoring. So all we're going to do is open this up. Just open it. We have a scoring track right here. So we're going to take our piece of paper, and we're going to score this at 2.5 inches. So we're going to put it in here at 2.5, just like that. And then we're going to take our scoring tool. Where did I put that little sucker? It's over here. We're going to put it in the groove that we used to cut and just very lightly score it. Again, we're going to put this at 2.5 inches, and we are going to very lightly on our cutting line go ahead and score. Okay? That's it for the cutter. I'll be back in just a second. All right, so now we're going to fold on our score lines. Remember, it's paper. Be nice to it. Hills into valleys, valleys into hills. So the side that you scored on is the valley. The other side is the hill. So hills into valleys. So you're going to fold into there. Okay, so now that's our 2 pieces. This one, because it's a single-sided, we're going to use it as a wraparound. And this one, because it's a double-sided, we can use it just as a pocket on the page. Okay, so now we want to put our notches in. If you want to put in your notch, now is the time to do it. There. And I'm going to try and get this one as close to it as I can. There. I'll do the same thing on here. Just about there. Oh no. No. It's okay, these things happen. So what do? We put a piece of paper behind it. Okay? Just a scrap, punch. And about there. Close enough for hand grenades and horseshoes, you know? All right, now if you want to round your corners, this is a good time to do that. So we're going to go ahead and round corners if you're rounding them. If you're not rounding them, don't, skip this part. Ooh, I'm going to have to use that piece of paper again. Why? Because I'm rounding the corners. This is why it's always a good thing to have like a couple of pieces of scrap cardstock around. Even if they're small, because even the smallest piece is going to make this easier. Here. I'm going to round this one. And then I'm going to round this one. All right, at this point, if you're going to ink, go do that, okay? And then come back. Okay, so this one is going to be on the page. So we're just going to go ahead and glue these edges. Just a little bit of glue on each side and close it up. Because this is going to get glued onto a page. So we're going to bring in our page and we're going to glue this on. Again, we're just going to put glue on the edge right here, down this part, and across the bottom. There we go. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue this down on the page. So now I have created a big pocket here and a big pocket here. So I can put a whole bunch of stuff in. So for the next one, we want to wrap it around the page. So we're going to go to the next page. So on the next page, we want to wrap this around. So what we're going to do is we're going to put glue, again, on the small side. All right, we're going to put that down on our page. Doop, doop, and make sure that we can fold this over before we press it down. Then we're going to open the page up, bring this over, and add our glue here. We don't need to glue here because it's going to be folded. Okay, glue that over. And now on this one, we've created a large pocket on this side and a bigger pocket on this side. So 2 ways to use the same pocket, just depending upon the paper that you use. All right, that's all I have for you today. 1 pocket, 2 different ways that you can use it. Very basic, simple idea on how to use this. We're going to be doing another pocket similar to this, but using single-sided paper and making it look like double-sided paper. Yeah. So that's it. That's all I have for you today. If you're new here and I haven't offended you, hit the button, subscribe. Why not? Doesn't hurt. Okay, so your list gets really long, but that's okay. You can still come see me from time to time. You don't even have to ring the bell. I'm good with it. Also, you can get a list of all of my upcoming videos, free classes, digital classes, quarterly projects, all that stuff. You can get a list of all of that by going here on my YouTube channel or go over to my Facebook group, which you can find by cyber stalking me from the description. Go to the description, click on more, and it's going to give you everything. It's going to give you my Instagram, my email address, my Facebook group, all of that stuff. It's going to tell you how you can reach out and how you can find out what's going on with the channel. Until I see you again, stay well, my friends. Bye-bye.